Jesus. Why are you silent? They have to stop this.
Great car.
It's getting outrageous. Stop it. Lady, I don't have a problem with you. I don't have a problem with you with your ability to birth. I don't care. I don't even really like kids, to be honest with you. So I'm not jealous of you because you have the ability to birth. Bitch, I'm not marrying really nobody because no one's taking half of my fortune. Bitch, I don't care about that. Man, I'm not jealous of you because you have a husband. Please. And if you have a pussy and you're not living better than me, ma'am, I'm not jealous of you. I want you to know this. If you wake up in the morning and you drive to that job that you hate, because the job that I got, I love waking up being cheese method every day. And you drive to that job that you hate, man, you cannot for a moment fathom that I am jealous or I'm hating on you because you have that. It's not going to happen. It's not, ma'am. I'm sorry. You gotta know this when you're talking to me. I can't speak for other transvestites or transsexuals. I can't, but when you're talking to me, if you're not living above me, even if you are living above me, there's nothing that you have that I cannot get.
Is this using that word slur?
What?
I
don't give a fuck. Even if you're living above me, man, there's nothing that you have that I cannot buy or that I cannot obtain. Man, you have to know I have no reason to envy or be jealous of you. Please stop this. You're not talking to a lower level demon. You're not.
What level of demon?
Bitch, I'm high level. I'm high ranking, bitch. I'm high ranking academy. You're not talking. You gotta do better than this when you're talking to me. Please.
Oh my God.
I don't want children. I don't want to have his babies. I don't want to be a mother. I just give a fuck about being a wife. Because a lot of you bitches are sister wives right now. Currently.
You a sister wife right now?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm a sister wife, yeah. Hell yeah. My husband got wives, bitch. But they all tend to be mad at me. And you gotta understand this. You women that be screaming about protect black women, and you fucking that black woman's nigga that don't come home to you. You women that screaming about protect black women, and you doing all types of ill shit to that black woman, and you're looking at her in her face, knowing that you fucking her nigga that don't come home to you. You black women that screaming about protect black women, and you know you going on that nigga's job, or you meet that nigga certain times of the day fucking on that nigga, and he going home to that bitch that he live with, and you talk about protect black women, man, I don't want to hear that. Mm-hmm. Now, don't tell me let's move on. I'm here now. Y'all want to move on? Y'all want to move on with it? When I'm saying some real shit. I don't want to hear that. If it ain't protect black women all the way around them, hush. Don't start that shit when it comes to me. You over there fucking on that woman's man, and you know that that man goes home to that woman, or he lives in the house with that woman. He's with that woman. He has kids with that woman. And you are part of trying to break up that home. Ma'am, you're trash. You are trash as a black woman. You are trash. You are garbage. They need to set you out there to pick up on the curb.
Oh, I thought you about to say they should send you to Venezuela.
That too. They need to sit you right over there. You are trash.
Oh God.
And scream about protecting black women, but yet you got this. You got your cross the street neighbor. You got that black woman's husband dick down your throat. That's not your man, ma'am. That's not your man. He rests in that house. That's not your man. I don't care for what he said to you. That's not your man. Your hours of operation are from 3 to 11. You're on shift. You're on shift means
Part-time.
part-time. If that man can't get out of his bed in the middle of the night when there's a distress call because he's in the bed with his woman,
That's not your man.
it's not your man.
That's not your man.
And stop doing that to that black woman. Stop hurting that black woman's family. I'm sorry. Y'all don't like the truth because it comes hard for me. See, me, when it comes down to me, I don't want none of those problems with no man. I send that man back to wherever he going. Go back. Let them bitches be scrambling and windmilling and fighting and bitching and worrying about who texting. I don't give a fuck about none of it. You better be worried about who I got in my phone, bitch. I don't give a fuck about none of it. Sorry, sister wives. That's not your man. That man is single.
Okay. So, are you ready? This should be
That man is single playing a deck of cards.
You all seem pretty simple.
He ain't never going nowhere.
In a good way. In a good
Ever.
Head, low
Anyway.
Oh, no, that's
Stop hurting that black woman.
It's the new meds. Okay, Armstrong.
Anyway, what's going on, Greg? What's going on?
Heavy, you go in well armed.
What's going on, Craig? My eyes are blurry.
Downstairs.
Girl.
The first vault door with the thermal charges. Then use the door to get into the network and open the second.
Hey, Chi-Chi. How are you? My eyes are blurry. Where'd you go, Chi-Chi?
Outside the bank.
My God.
You move fast. You get on the bike.
What was that?
Chi-Chi said she leaving here with a check today, baby.
Okay?
Oh.
Good luck, people. Nothing can go wrong.
He was the work through their job. I do my job.
I'm all
We
good.
both do jobs. You said that girl stuck in that damn one high school?
Girl.
You said protect black women?
You screaming protect black women, but you over there with that man's dick down the back of your throat. And listen, and that lady lives across the street, and you over there with that, you over there in that lady's house. You don't believe that?
This back up.
You don't believe that? You talking about you screw protect black? You don't believe that, lady? Oh, it's only protected from me? Got it. The transphobia is showing, girl. I got common sense to know. Did you put your trust in a nigga? Stupid hoe. How you figure? Speaking of that, it's time for one gotta go. Speaking of that, it's time for one gotta go.
Give me a minute.
You need a minute?
I got to delete some people out of here.
Go ahead.
I was deleting some stuff as we were
Oh,
going.
you did? Okay.
Yeah.
It's time for one gotta go.
Gotta go.
One gotta go, man. Who's your choice?
Which one we playing now?
It's all black women. One gotta go. One gotta go. She's still here. If y'all be in the comment section down there with me, or y'all take pieces of this and y'all go over to y'all forums and y'all be fighting about it, ask yourself, are you protecting that black woman while you have her husband's dick in your mouth? Are you protecting that black woman? Are you truly protecting that black woman? Are you truly protecting that black woman, knowing that that man goes home to that woman every night? Are you truly protecting her? Or are you protecting yourself? And it's only protect her from me, who has no ill intentions towards her. Or any of y'all. So well, here we go. One gotta go.
Sweet pickles for me.
What's sweet pickles?
Sweet pickles for me. Sweet pickles.
Gigi, what's sweet pickles?
You speak of sweet pickles, you about that? You speak of juice with the grain,
That's sweet pickles? Sweet pickle in.
Well, for me, who's that up there in the left-hand corner? The Jackie, y'all? Walk on water, oh. Okay, Jackie, walk on water, oh. Because you went and studied that a girl goes to when she's angry inside.
Because you couldn't do it the other week.
I couldn't.
Okay, well, keep on going.
I can't. So, because you're so gone. I'm so gone.
No, 504 in the house.
Are you guys enjoying the show? Please put a one in the chat if you're enjoying the show. If you're enjoying, we're only 2 hours and 26 minutes in.
Oh my God.
Girl, we have so much more to talk about.
Okay, 14,000 people watching.
Are you guys enjoying the motherfucking show? Did y'all miss us in the day?
Oh my God.
Please let us know that you're enjoying the show. Let us know. Please chop up pieces. Put it on your Instagram stories. Put it on Twitter because we are going to retweet.
Yes.
Hashtag Bag Talk. Let us know that you have missed us so much. We love entertaining you. We tell you guys this all the time. Bitch, it's something about this. It's something about this coffee liquor. I can't have another. I can't.
Well, I might.
Oh, well, hold on. I
might.
Hold on. Put ice in there. I'll make it. Here's the gag. Here's the gag. I'm at home, and I can spend the night. You can't, because there's many rooms at the end. And folks are sleeping in the room with me. She's at work.
I ain't trying to be in trouble with you.
You're going to be in trouble because that black woman is not protecting the other one.
I did it.
Oh my God. That is too fucking funny.
There's ice.
Oh my God.
I can't wait till we talk about that faggy Chrisley.
Oh, girl, we're going to go right into that since we're on back. Right. Girl, Miss Ty Christie, girl, was shackled, honey, with all those black men. I got the shackles on my feet, so I can dance. I just want to praise him. Praise him. Bitch, he was all in confinement, bitch, holding on to his ankles, bitch. Girl, he was holding on to his ankles in jail too, girl. Bitch, that's what I'm trying to say. The ones that Boosie was looking at over there while they watching those two men over there holding on to their ankles. Right. That's why Boosie's traumatized to this day.
Yes, indeed.
He's sitting over there with that hard dick every time he think about it.
You gotta know it.
Dick just hard.
Todd Chrisley was having a time of his life,
Over
man.
there. The time of my life. And I never felt this way before. Somebody puts baby in the corner, bitch.
It's a long shot because so many people are told no. And being in the prison system, anyone that says that it's a fair shake, it's not. Because I dealt with young African American males in the prison that I was in that were not treated the same. They were denied programming. They were denied access to certain things. I was not denied that, but we know why I wasn't.
Yeah,
That is
why I wasn't denied
that we all, as
and
a
you know
society
why
as a
I
whole,
wasn't denied
need
that.
to look at that we are one. And whether you're Republican, Democrat, or whatever, at the end of the day, when you're in that hospital, you don't care if it's a Democrat treating you or a Republican. Now, some of you may, but I want whoever's going to be the best.
Now, here's my thing.
Hold on, Craig, before you get to here, because this is going to be quick for me. Bitch, that black nigga have you speaking another language.
Bitch, he's trilingual now.
Bitch, that bitch can speak a whole other language.
He's a polyglot.
He's multifaceted. I was in there with those black men, and God knows I found out that there was something wrong. I was yelling with those black men.
My thing is this.
Me too, Chrisley. Me too, girl. I'm yelling with those black men too.
I was tearing him up in the comments the other week because there were so many people who were like, I think that it's so great that, he's turning us around. He's bringing attention to this, that, the third. I am so sick of black folks who are so ready and looking and
accepting
for a white hero, a white savior. And it's just like, girl, he ain't speak up. You mean to tell me you had to go to jail to know this? You mean to tell me that you had to go to jail for a few months to know this, to speak on this?
So you're saying that he did this as a publicity stunt?
No, I'm not necessarily saying it was for a publicity stunt, but what I'm saying is, why did you have to go to jail in order for you to speak out on this? You live in the world. You live in the world. And this is what I mean when I'm talking about the white folks who sometimes live in their own bubble. They exist in their own bubble, and they have no concern with what's going on with anyone outside of their community, outside of their focus. So it's like you had to go to jail to know this. Like, you live in the world. You should have known that there were disparities. You didn't have to go to jail to know that there are disparities in white communities versus black communities, white education systems or school systems versus black systems. Come on now. Is it great that he spoke about it? Sure.
Yeah.
Black people sit your asses down talking about, oh, I'm so glad he spoke on this. Da-da-da-da. No, sit down. Y'all are so excited and ready for white people to pick you, to choose you. He should have been talking about this. Jane Fonda is a white woman who's been talking about this kind of shit for her entire career.
Yeah, entire career.
Her entire career.
She's been jailed.
Yes. That's somebody who's been on the front line for black people. Fuck, miss me with that Todd Chrisley bullshit. He's a fag.
Wait a minute, Craig. We don't know his sexuality.
He's a fag.
Oh,
He's a white fag.
wait, he's a what? Is he a homosexual?
He's a white fag.
Yeah.
He's a white fag.
I've already had to issue an apology for something like this before.
Neither has BB. Neither has BB. Now Donnie has.
Donnie said he's a homosexual.
He said before he's had,
He's been that please.
he said he's had experience.
Craig, you're gonna get the BB family.
The Winans?
The Winans. You know they're already Republicans, so I don't really care about what they think anyway.
You know, I know.
They already Republicans. Hey guys, there's a new episode of Outlaws Podcast available right now on your podcast. I have Drew Afuelo, our homegirl. It's out. It just came out today. There's new episodes that drop every Tuesday. As you can see, we've been featured on The View twice.
What was the second one?
I was Jasmine Crockett.
Oh, okay.
We've been featured. This is why I have gotten to this space right now, and I'm going to be honest with y'all. I just read those girls from the side. I'm really not responding to any of those lesser beings. I'm really going to try my best. I'm not going to say I'm not, because I will drag your kids out. I will. If your kids got crazy eyes, bitch, I will drag them.
In other words, keep your family off of social media.
Yeah, dog. I'm going to drag your kids out.
Keep your family off.
If them bitches eyes, if those eyes doing all this, your kids will get hit. Especially if you hit my mom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sparing you about my mom. And I've seen a bitch say, hey.
Hey, you know, man, everybody's lying. I didn't.
Well, girl, let me. I'm giving everybody a drop.
Okay.
Here, Craig. We're the start. We're the.
I don't need no more anyway.
Mo, give me yours, please, thanks. Dang.
Your foot is already full right now.
Girl, listen, I'll be okay. I have some medication.
Girl, this one tastes rum medicinal.
No, give her her stuff.
Taste that one.
You don't like it?
It tastes like Robitussin on the back end, bitch. That shit good to me. We're pouring in my cup. I handle it.
Pour it in my cup. Pour it in my cup.
You don't need no more. Right. I think it's worth mentioning, though.
Would you like another before made fresh for you?
Please.
Okay, give me the toilet tissue right
You
now.
want the... Here, come on.
Get poured in mine.
You want this shit?
You can eat
Bitch, I have been celibate.
Give me the paper towel. Oh, it's good, ain't it? It is good. I
have not had sex in months. Since February.
Girl, you had sex on your birthday.
No, I have not.
The children
The children lied.
They told me
The children lied.
They said they were stuck your toes in the air, bro.
The children lied.
They said they were stuck their ears everywhere. They said they was sticking. They were taking their tongue and they were sticking to the your toes, bro.
No.
And you were laying on your back.
I've never had my toes sucked. I would love for it to happen.
You have pretty feet, Craig. I will give you that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Very Asian woman feet.
Oh.
Very manicured. Very beautiful feet.
That's why I call you ankle.
Murder, give me some ice. Let me make that.
I've always been good to you people. I've always been good to you.
You know what? You faggots kill me. And I.
But I think it is.
No, I have to get some more.
I think it is important to note, though, about this whole Todd Priestley thing, though, is aside from what we were just talking about, it's just like that motherfucker and his family defrauded the government for about $30
million.
And this cracker then pardoned him. Right. And speaking of pardoning, remember I said that they would. I said months ago it would not shock me or surprise me if he pardoned Diddy. Now they have not given any official word on that. But there has been conversation around it. And let me find this. Here it is. Wait, can we?
Yeah, he did. So if you were part of the government for $30 million, you think you would have what would happen?
First of all, I'm a trainee. They didn't deport me to El Salvador. I've been in the prisons of El Salvador.
There are conversations around whether or not they're going to pardon Diddy or not. And Trump said, no one reached out to me from his camp just yet. However, well,
she got her time in.
But I believe that if Trump was to pardon Diddy, it would send a message to black people, in particular black women, that your life doesn't matter. Because the way that he's violated women, black women in particular, Trump, I think that if he was to pardon Diddy, I think that it would send a message to black people in terms of the value that we place on black women. That's how I feel about it. But I just think that it's disgusting that Todd Priestley could be pardoned. Because and maybe I will give them this. Maybe they did get an extreme sentence for tax evasion. You got damn right. They would have sat their black asses right there. Yes, it would send a message that black women are not safe. If he was to be pardoned, that's exactly the point. And I don't think that he should be pardoned. I do want to say this real quick. What were you going to say? Child, ain't nobody talking about pardoning R. Kelly. We're talking about Diddy. Now, I will say this. I know you probably didn't see this, but when I say that A. Marie was over there on the tiny desk the other day,
bitch, I did. And they were all out of breath, girl. Why can't we? You see how I'm out of breath right now? So bad. Those girls are out of breath and they were skinny. Off the background singers, girl. Where are the girls are out of breath. Y'all have a tearing people in up, man. Those girls are out of breath. I saw that. And she tried to redeem myself. I
I do. I got some songs of hers on my playlist. But I'm gonna tell you something. Even when she first came out, I've always felt like her voice was pitchy. I've always felt like her voice was too far in front of the track. Like, beyond the music, bigger than the music. And I felt like they didn't really do a great pitch job on it to blend it well. I did. Almost made you love me. Almost made you cry. Something whatever. Happy baby. Even not tonight. But when I tell you, and you can't get to heaven, half off the ground. Ooh, everybody knows a fuck nigga doesn't count. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But I felt like A. Marie, you should have wrote bitch aphrodisiac girl. You would have been bitch today. Let me tell you something. That A. Marie, I was so looking forward to her Tiny Desk. And when I tell you, I was listening to it, and I was just like, yeah, she's pitchy. The syncopation was off, the beat, the timing. Her background singers, they didn't seem like they knew where the fuck they were. It was very Keisha Cole. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God, I have a few. Shaka Khan. Girl, we're gonna Teacher get Moses. Teacher Moses was a great Tiny Desk. Girl. Duran. I thought Duran was a great Tiny Desk. I didn't see his.
I think you guys did great.
I've heard that his was really good.
I like the Tiny Desk, but I think that you guys was great.
Tank and the Bangers was good. You familiar with Tank and the Bangers?
No, I didn't like.
You know Tank and the Bangers? You know Tank and the, you don't know Tank and the Bangers right now. Tank and the Bangers was good. Tank and the Bangers, they're from New Orleans. It's a girl, and the band is the Bangers. But yeah, Tank and the Bangers was good. Who else was on there that was really good? SWB's was very, very good. I know. I think I don't think I saw Maxwell. Jasmine Sullivan's was good, but Jasmine wasn't at the desk. Wasn't hers during COVID, I think. So hers was in like a studio. This whole bottle of motherfucker. Maxwell's was good. I didn't think it was amazing, but I thought Maxwell's was good. Girl, stop going back to like that. I mean,
Oh, you talking about the little desk?
not little desk. It's called the Tiny Desk. I don't know what the little desk is.
Tiny Desk.
No, it's not the same. I don't know what the little desk is. Tiny Desk.
The Tiny Desk.
Tiny Desk is filmed in D.C. Now I don't know where. No, it's not. I don't know where they do the little desk. But the Tiny Desk is in D.C. Craig, I actually have a date in D.C. You know. Yeah. What is it? May 23rd. May 23rd. Every May 23rd, like Jackie. It's like Jackie Washington has a day. Every July 5th, every May 23rd, I have a day in D.C. Oh my God, Craig. Yes, indeed. May 23rd. Any city I'm in, I'm getting a bag. Whether I'm in Atlanta or any city, I'm getting a bag. Yeah. Now, I want to touch on that really quick, before because it's going to be very quick.
What's that?
Greg, I think that the faggots were very much so confused on my conversation. I think the faggots were under the assumption that I was trying to be booked, but I had already been booked. I had been booked for white pride and black pride in the same injunction. Right. And what was understood was I had no quarrel with that bitch getting on stage calling me a man and all this stuff because that's what she does. And so that doesn't bother me. I really like for people to understand that doesn't bother me that you get on stage and that just shows me your level. It just shows me where your pussy is. Your pussy is bottom feeder pussy. Oh my God. Because if you have a pussy and you up here screaming about a trans woman being a man girl and things like that, you're a bottom feeder. You're a bottom feeder. You're an algae eater. You're an algae eater. And so that doesn't bother me. The problem that I had was the District of Columbia promoters, aka Daryl Wilson. What's his name? Daryl Wilson.
Just before Polito Bay. You got any friends who totally overreact when you say something? Oh, my friend Avi's kind of like that. Okay, slight change of plans. So,
what's his name? Daryl Wilson. The homosexual men who have booked me before know they have my phone number, know they have my email address, know they have my personal contact. Gigi, can you go up there and get my it's on the counter. My proclamation. Knowing that I was in D.C. doing completely other things. And to say that I contacted them I called over there. Now, lemon pepper wings, $2,500 and chitlins. You need that.
humanity and its imperfections. We're all androids and algorithms. We can download a patch for them. Ideally, I'll be able to download the patch onto the problem people having identified their problems. She won't date me. He stole my homework. Daddy doesn't love me. But really, it's all the same. Yeah. Well, how's your sea shark trip? Enjoying yourselves? Any real sharks out there? That'd be an unfortunate way for this to end. So, Avi's not gonna come out of his hut until all the cops are gone. Gone, you understand? You might not want to let him know you're there till you've got it in hand. Oh yeah, and you're gonna need a boat to get him off the island. But, I'm guessing the cops won't need theirs when you're done with them. Right. We got you, asshole!
never should have stuck my head out. It was cool. Don't answer the phone to Lester Crest. All right, all right. Let's go. Let's get out of here. I see.
You know, I said there was a small window. Well, that window is closing. If you don't get Arbage Page soon, the transponder's gonna lock, and all this will be for nothing.
Now they're after you too. They're after all of us. We should go to Vidya. That's why I don't drive. Shoot me in the head before they take me. You gotta destroy the brain, or they'll bring it back to life in a jar.
You gotta drop the heat before you meet Page.
Agent! You're an agent! I haven't spent this long in another person's company since that owl died last spring. Man, he cooked good. Look out! myself in it. Oh, are you a cop?
I'm not a cop. I'm helping Lester. Have you done it?
What?
Has he done it?
Well, I don't have the Pacific Standard Frequency here. I don't have my tools.
Ain't that convenient. I've got some tools. Come on. Lester will meet you back at your place. And don't worry, the transponder will be ready for the job.
You need that. Where did the jiggles come from? Listen, jiggles come from. You need that.
We're at the 2500.
Girl, listen. Listen.
But to your point though, and we've talked about this here before, I don't understand why any promoter that's promoting for gay pride or gay events pull in talent that aren't truly allies. We've talked about this before in terms of reality stars that have been caught up in things that they've said on the show, using pejoratives or slurs against queer people.
Here's the thing.
And then they book them to do walkthroughs.
Here's the thing. Let me be completely transparent and hold myself accountable here. Hold on, Mo. Let me show you how a real bitch do it. Let me be completely transparent and hold myself accountable here on this platform. I myself have used gay pejoratives, gay slurs, whatever, but I'm a part of the ubiquitous community.
Yeah.
I'm a part of the faggotron community.
Yeah.
That person is not. So
Yeah.
there's a difference coming from her mouth than mine. Not that it makes it better.
No, but it's just like I'm black and I say the word nigga. I can say the word nigga.
Yeah.
And there might be black people who don't like that I say it because they don't like the word. But it's different from someone who's non-black saying
And that's all I was going to say. I think there's a way that you can all make sense.
Well, when I use it when I'm reading the abyss. Because I told the trainee out there that's probably watching the show, who I truly don't have an issue with. I told the trainee that's a sex shape. I told that bitch, when you talking to me, nigga, pull your nuts down when you having a conversation with me. My nuts hang. So when you talking to me, bitch ass nigga, you pull your nuts down when you want to have a conversation with me. I said that. Was it right? No. No, it was not right. Did I give a fuck when I was having it? No. No. And so, because this is what y'all try to circumnavigate. Y'all try to circumnavigate and take things around to the place of me talking about girls and saying, well, girl, she don't want to hold herself accountable. I sit right here on my show and I hold myself accountable for a lot of shit. I said, just like I've sat here on this show countless times and said, when I sat next to this and that, this and that, aka Kia, when I sat next to
Kia
her,
is a car.
listen, I've already apologized. Don't do this to Kia. When I sat next to her, I felt
I was in a safe place because I felt that she wasn't talking to me. I've apologized incessantly to my community because, again, I was one of those gays or trainees that felt like, well, they're talking to them and they're not talking to me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so it happened. Yeah, move that way. So that happened. At the beginning, middle, and end of the day, I've talked about this on many occasions. I've taken accountability for it. If you haven't seen it out there, those that have this conversation about it, that's on you. I talk about this stuff incessantly. Now, as a Fagatron, having this conversation about I didn't give a fuck that motherfucking maggot ass bitch was up there calling me a nigga, a Jew, a boy in a wig, or whatever, because it meant nothing. Because our booking fees were completely different.
If you saw where we were from, you know how far Franklin made it. Me too, shit. Just a
My
different
presence
route.
in the community and that presence in the community are two different presences. Our booking fees were completely different. And
Stay
because they
trapped.
were completely different, I didn't give a fuck about what about that bitch. About that. No, I need you to be present. I didn't give a fuck about that bitch calling me Timothy and all of those things. I didn't Timothy and standing up Timothy and any of those things that she said. That she said.
Classy.
Shit they choose to say this tomorrow today. That's not a read to me,
Your
especially
friend?
coming from the reader. You hear that, boy? He's got to
Yeah,
read to
I
me.
gotta go.
She
I'll call you
just
back
said
tomorrow.
that. She said that. She didn't say that. I don't know. So you just made that up. What I'm letting it be known. I have not heard her say that. I'm like, I have never heard her say that. Oh, yes, she has. She has. Her brother, her brother has said it. But what I wanted for people to understand that it doesn't mean a hill of beans to me. Because at the end of the day, when that bitch left Black Pride, I was booked at Black and White Pride. I also have a day in my name here. Here is the proclamation from Mayor Muriel. Oh snap! I still have your award at my house. Well, bring it, Mom. Muriel gave me this, so this is the proclamation. T.S. Madison Day. So none of that shit that motherfucking nappy neck ass bitch is talking about, it meant anything to me. You know, I think I should keep it at my house. No, well, I'll come get it. None of that shit. I want people to understand that none of that shit that motherfucking goddamn frog eyed, non-beat ass bitch was saying about me meant anything to me. What meant to me was that the faggots, the faggots, the homosexual men that are a part of the same group that I am, after that maggot asshole left the building, gathered up all of their gay coins, and I'm still out here in the street getting housing together, yeah, getting getting wraparound services together for people in my community. After that raggedy bitch left and went home and got back into her Astro van and went home and took all of the faggots' money. After that bitch left, the work was still being done. So the problem that I had was it was the homosexual men, aka Busy, and all of the rest of the girls that have been in my face, aka Daryl Wilson, that have stood in my face and have teamed and stuff, whatever. I could give a fuck less about a Bruce Jackson because Bruce Jackson is a messy queen, and that's what they do. I don't expect anything less. Yeah. But the people that know me, that have stood in my face, that have eaten food from my home, that have stuff, that have broken bread with me, that stood there and knowing for a fact that what I pride myself in is getting my own money and not trying to stop anybody else's. Yes, there are contracts out there because I am the TS. Let me make this be clear. So if you're ready to, I'm talking about me right now. So if you're ready to click off. Yes, because I am the TS. I am the TS. And because the TS means more than a neck and a back, in my community,
Well,
you gotta
you all
understand
look good.
because I am the
How
TS,
do I look?
in
Do I
my
look like
contract, there are people that didn't say don't book them. What I said was, I don't work with them, so you can't book me. You can do whatever you choose to do with your money. I don't want to be booked with Sydney Star. Oh, I don't. But you're not playing. No, because they need to understand. I don't want to have any bookings with Sydney Star. I don't want to have any bookings that goes for television, movies, whatever. I don't want to have any bookings with these people. I don't want to have any bookings with Kia Sorrento, Kaya, Simone, Inch. I don't want to have any bookings. Rest her soul with Cookie Cookie. May God bless her wherever she is, whatever place she is. I didn't want to have any bookings with them. These are people that are outlined in my contract that I'm not. I don't want. I am not physically. You're not going to set me in a room with them, and we're going to work together. I don't fuck with them because of the choices that they made on their gay journey, on their gay journey or their cisgender journey. I don't want to fuck with these people. And so these are outlined in my contract. Now, I didn't say, or I won't ever say, do not book these people because they have to eat. It's just the fact that I will turn your money down. Craig, are you looking at me? I'm listening. I will turn down your money to let you know that I don't need your money to work with these people. Right. Because I don't want to be booked with them. I'm not working with them. I'm not doing these things with these people because of the things that I feel that they did that were heinous towards me. Right. And so, and that's my right as a person that I don't want to be booked with them. I don't want to have it. So go get your booking, do your job, do your thing, and I'm over here doing that because I'm never going to not be booked. I'm never going to not be booked. Or at the beginning, middle, and end of the day, I never called them. This is why I felt some type of way towards the gay kids. Mm-hmm. Because the gay homosexuals. Yeah. The butt fucking. I didn't have a problem with her being booked for anywhere. Or I didn't even give a fuck less about what that nigga bitch was on the stage calling me. I didn't give a fuck about that, bitch. I was celebrating my day. I was at the BET soiree. I was doing whatever I was doing. I didn't care about it. My issue was, I stood up there in front of all of those African Americans, and you told those people that I contacted you and told them not to book you, when everybody else that had booked you knew that that was a lie. Right. That was my issue. Nobody made a statement. Nobody said that this is untrue. Which if you don't say anything, you're complicit. You're complicit. When you stand by and say nothing, you're just guilty. But it goes to what I've said sitting here before about the gays who are fans of Kim Burrell. You sit out there and say all this vitriolic stuff about gay people, queer people, but you got gay men who are like, oh, but she's so talented. Oh, she sings for blood, da-da-da. It's like, are you just emotional masochists? Do you just enjoy people tearing you down, beating down on you? It's the same thing. It's like you're supporting your oppressor. But not only that, it's like when people say, let's just say something happens to them, like something happens to random people, like, they're put in certain situations. They think that it doesn't affect them. Right. So because they think it doesn't affect them, they're like, oh, okay, I can let it slide. It's not until they realize, oh, this affects them also, that's when they start to get that mentality of, okay, now I need to push back. Yeah, but until they feel like that, they're not going to until they feel personally victimized. Yeah, they're not going to see it. Yeah, right. And so, again, I didn't give a fuck about any of the pejorative. Any of the pejorative that the individual said about me. I didn't care less. I didn't care about it because I've heard it all before. I didn't heard it all before. But when I lay those bottom line, we're dealing with facts down about that Kevin Gates, because that was facts that I spoke about, that rights and royalties to that song of Naked Back. Those are facts that I spoke, because Craig and I both looked over the paperwork. When I laid those facts down, I hadn't spoken to that bitch in over a decade. That bitch called my phone.
were all in the car.
We were in the car, and you were sitting right there. And for Trans Rena, the bald-headed trainee, who was violent, was smoking the gallons of crack and let her husband stick his big finger in that bitch booty hole. Oh my God. Who got on there and told again that don't speak factual things. Kaya called me because I had read that bitch into the floor with facts. Fact one, when I poured that tea about the Kevin Gates situation, and that man and that nigga him laying in the bed with her, with Kevin Gates' face tattooed on the back of his motherfucker on the side of his neck, and Kevin Gates took their money, those were facts. Chichi, you stepped right with me when that bitch told me her tea. That was one. Number two, when the paperwork was left here and we found out the rights and the pieces of royalties that were who gets what on neck and back, Craig, you saw those with your own eyes. Those were facts. I hit that bitch with facts. Because bitch, remember when one of those videos we were together, she said, bottom line, we're dealing with facts. That's what that bitch said. And so I hit that bitch in her neck and her back with facts and told that bitch to go over there and play it. I hit her in her neck and her back with facts and told that bitch to play with her pussy and not me. Because for number one, I didn't give a fuck where she's booked and where she's working because she can suck a dick until her throat butt. I don't give a fuck about that. Bitch, I didn't call any of those people and try to have her unbooked because I know that it was motherfucking lemon pepper wings, chitlins, bitch, and maybe $20,000. I don't know. Bitch, but the fact of the matter remains that when I spoke, that bitch got called me and Mo, you was sitting right there in the car. Bitch, I had read that bitch until I read that bitch's fucking nappy dreads off of her motherfucking head.
But you know what?
And that guy on her, that bitch called my phone. She called my phone. That bitch unblocked me and called me. Because the gag is that night when we split up with Mochi, that bitch blocked me from that night and I had heard from her again.
But you know what made it the most diabolical was that as they were on the phone talking, this bitch was laughing the whole time.
Bitch, you think you reading me, girl? I tore you up with your own shit. Bottom line, we dealing with facts, nigga. We're dealing with facts. Since you be together, we're dealing with facts. Because what you over here accusing me of stealing, what have I stole? Bitch, this is smash talk. Queen's Court was taken from you by Will Packer. Holler at your boy. Because Will Packer got Queen's Court over there down there to the Peacock. Holler at your boy. I told that bitch ass nigga, holler at your boy. Don't holler at me. Because I ain't stole a motherfucking thing from you. Holler at your boy. Because I try to protect your fuck nigga ass and shit like this. So go down there and holler at your boy. Because Craig was the one that put you on to the lawyer that told you to protect your assets. Yeah. So holler at your boy that got Queen's Court down there. And for all you pussy ass motherfucking cocky assholes that be like, I'm seeing Kaya, do your thing. That don't bother me. But the facts remain is I was on my thing. That pussy ass nigga jumped on stage, called me all kind of he, she, and this and other. I'm down with that. It's lied and said I called over there. Try to have her put me something. That was not true. And then that bitch stood up there and said I stole from her. Holler at Will Packer. We have 16,000 people watching. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Holler at Will Packer because currently right now there's a season 1 and a season 2 of Queen's Court that don't got nothing to do with me. It's just from what I heard it was. So holler at your boy. Because I haven't stole anything from you. Holler at your boy. I do fag talk. I do Maddie in the morning. I do bitch that's dead. Oh, God. I don't even do the Supreme Court no more. Holler at your boy.
That's fact.
So whatever you said was stolen from you, me, you better holler at the people that stole it from you. Holler at your boy. When I went down there and sat on Nene's show, I addressed you because, bitch, you got your motherfucking flu-foot ass up and you went down there in front of all those faggots and you told those faggots I was he, him, they, and he, him, it, and all of that, and how I didn't have anything going on until you set foot in my basement. So what I did was I set my big toe on a platform that housed heterosexual people, and I did the same thing that you did to me in front of heterosexual people, and I explained to heterosexual people, bitch ass nigga, holla at Will Packer. Holla at your boy. Because punks jump up to get beat down. So holla at your boy who's using your name. Because according to you, you created Will, you created motherfucking Queen's Court. You are the Queen's Court. You're this and the other. I had nothing to do with that. So holla at your homeboy. Because me and Craig got back talk on lock.
There we go. I've got all 4 plates now. Hold on while I run them against their database.
Back talk on lock. Our lawyers are involved in police. At all.
Bingo, I found our guy.
So holler at your boy who got your name out there, who actually, when you talk about stole, because I don't have anything that belongs to you, Nee. Nothing. There's nothing over here that belongs to you. Galvins are not yours. Allegedly, it's not yours.
If by great I mean barely functional, but we found the van, so
It's not yours. The background is the city of Atlanta. So what actually has been stolen from you? And you let that fat, funky motherfucker, funky pussy bitch over there, that burlap bag built ass bitch over there, sit over there and came for you like Superman.
That fat monkey.
Listen, and fat, funky, burlap bag built crab boy, spelling asshole, riding around in that porch downtown Atlanta, got the whole downtown Atlanta smelling like crab queen. Bitch,
And they closed up.
until you address how you saying that the pores of your body smell like pure shrimp, excuse me, Poetic Justice, I need for you to get that clip so that we can post that clip of Kaya Sorrenta speaking about pore-smelling, burlap bag Gary Coleman smelling like pure fish and salmon croquette. Until you address that, don't address me.
Not croquette.
Until you address that biological female tearing you up for your horrendous odor.
Not bad.
Until you address that fat, funky, frowsy, burlap bag, potato sack, milk ass bitch talking about your horrendous odor, don't address me. Ain't nothing you got to address me about. Address that first and this one me. See, because you know you can't stand 10 toes down with that woman, with that biological female telling you that you smell like motherfucking crab queen, bitch, sitting over there in that closet.
Crab queen closed up.
It did.
Back here.
Until you address that, there's nothing that you need to address about me. Ma'am, sir.
When you can.
Because we are
Take it to
still on the
Leslie's
fence. If you are Gary Coleman reincarnated, we're still on the fence about that. Did Gary Coleman come back to life with box braids? We're still on the fence with that.
Fatty Crick is happy.
I see Craig. I don't want to be bothered. Until we address your old babe.
You got to do that to old baby, bitch. I'm from Maryland.
Now, listen, you ain't making seafood, bitch, if you ain't got no old babe. Bitch, you ain't making no seafood until you address your old babe claim from the thug Mrs. herself. Don't you talk to me shit about stealing nothing until you address those old babe claims. They told that guy. She got to go.
You got to address that, ma'am. My God, today. Don't address me no more. Address those old bank claims. You ain't never came through and cleared up those accusations because they're out there in the streets, girl. Those girls have said that your box has been given very much so, girl, honey, fish platter. They have said that your box has given fish platter. They have also said that that money that you was investing down there in that nigga that was supposed to be a rapper, that was giving all your money to Felicity Noir, my transsexual sister. The man that you both was sharing, but he was sucking her dick. Until you address all of these accusations, everything that you said about me, ma'am, please have a seat. Sit down with you a napkin in betwixt your legs, girl, to soak up some of that foam. Double patty. It's the brown liquor, girl. And we're not even drinking brown liquor. We're drinking coffee vodka. I just want that to be addressed before you make these countless videos addressing me. Yes, in the espresso martini. Girl, I have been on so many breaks in one show. Girl, the fact that we've been back from weeks of a break, PTO, and I'm on all of these breaks. We're 3 hours and 10 minutes in. Somebody cut this up and send it to that nigga. I've been on so many breaks in this one. Address this and not Tiago. Address your old base motherfucking fragrance, bitch, and not Tiago. I'm on PTO on the clock. That's not making no sense. Did she ever get the money from Felicity? No, she didn't either. Felicity spent her money. That's how she invested in her motherfucking Stash and Lay product. Oh my God. Thanks, Alien. For sure. Oh my God. Felicity. When she was down there trying to invest in that man's record label, Felicity. She didn't know if that man was going to be a rapper, bitch. Felicity, I don't have anything to do with this. Felicity, I don't have anything. Felicity, I don't have anything to do with that. But yet, she got countless videos of me. But yet, she has videos to address honey. She has videos addressing her old bank mail.
For all of y'all that think this is scripted, this is
right. Felicity, I had no idea we were going here. Felicity. Listen, I've always been good to you people. I have always been good to you people. She has yet to address the old base mill. She has yet to address the accusations from Kaya Sarita herself about the strip board, about the strip bleeding through her form. I have always been good to you people. Smelling like crack queen. My God, today she has yet to address those accusations that came from Kia Sarita herself, who she ran down there to the Ivory bitch to eat those same shrimps with. But yet she always has to smoke for me, but has nothing for Kia.
Oh, my big girl.
Yeah. Whatever is cheap is hers.
Oh, triangle ears.
I've always been good to you. Always. Always. So y'all take a piece of this and send it over there and let that bitch know that, girl, while you got me over there in your thumbnail, bitch, you'll never be a part of my thumbnail. I'll never call your name, bitch. You will always be referred to as motherfucking Crab Boil, Crab Queen, Gary Coleman, Hot Box, burlap bag, potato sack. You'll never be called an alien. That bitch ain't no artist. That's funky bitch ain't no artist. We need to go where what type of artist that bitch playing? Is she playing a banjo on that motherfucking hot box? No. I was about to say she be going to the next one. That bitch down there sitting up in that goddamn Porsche that was about to kill whoever she riding in the car with. Well, before we go to the one gotta go, I want to go over there to that blind night store. Oh, right here. Since we're with artists. Oh, okay, go ahead, Craig. I'm talking up. So on the left, of course, is Brian McKnight. On the right is his son. And Brian McKnight's son was diagnosed with cancer. I'm not sure what type of cancer, but his son has now transitioned. And if you remember, a couple years ago, several years ago, Brian McKnight abandoned his previous family. Like, he had children with his first wife. And he abandoned them. He changed his own last name. Brian McKnight changed his last name to fit with his current family. And he completely abandoned his first family. And, so in the comments they're saying colon cancer. The son died from colon cancer. But Brian
got me
McKnight
fucked up.
Reach out to his original family, his son right here, when they was, when the word was given that he was going to pass, he was going to transition, or since he's passed. To me, that this is an important conversation because oftentimes, and I talked about this on my live stream a couple weeks ago, talking about my own dad. I have a relationship with my dad.
You do.
I do. My dad has been in my life for all of my life. However, my dad and I did have a little snag when I was in my second year in college. I was in my sophomore year in college with my dad. No, it's actually my first year in college. But my dad remarried my first year in college, and then by the second year of college, he and I didn't speak for about 2 months. Because my dad had issues.
It's something very big.
Not
quite ready yet, but I wanted to see how you're doing. What I've got is a Fleesa Bank franchise. And it's nothing too complicated. There's no buying. Normally, we would be buying. You would put your money up front, we would arrange the job, and you would pull it off. But this time, I'll cover the upfront costs. Call it the price of getting a look at you. There's no risk to you. Unless, of course, you count getting locked up.
And I have to say this. It is so important.
You ready? What do you think? You
that black
questions,
children
comments,
who are
concerns?
going to college
All right.
have the
What are you
freedom
waiting for? Let's go see this
to go
place.
to college without having to go to work. If you can make that possible for your children, that's important. Like, you shouldn't have to be going to work, trying to make money to pay bills, to buy your books for school, or pay for your tuition, or your living. You should have to. Your only focus should be paying attention to your grades, studying, and enjoying life. That's it. And so my mother started putting my child support in my account once I moved on to everything. Listen, I got a 2023. That girl got a 20. I was wondering. I didn't see that. I do. Oh, somebody put in a comment, and the 23K Rolex that's on his wrist. Right. Wait, right. And for any of you, it's about $10,000 mortgage. I'm going from my fifth service. My daughter not gonna let her mother be out on the streets. Yeah. You know I would. My daughter not gonna let her motherfucking her be out on the streets. Yes. I was trying to make a really good point. I mean, y'all so motherfucking. I was trying to make a really good point. I got a 2023 BMW, bitch. She dropped a 2023 to let me know, bitch. Well, mind you, a lot of people still ain't got that 2023. No, they don't. That's right. Exactly. No, they don't. And in 2026, I'm going to drop her downstairs to BMW of Athens and get me to 2026. But I'm not saying, no. When I was in high school, of course, she used it for whatever I needed, da 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 da. But when I went to college, she started putting that money in my account every month so that I could live month to month, right? That's actually good. Yeah, and I think that our kids Black children need that freedom to be able to go to college without having to worry about bills, right? And so it was just very disappointing to me when I found out that he abandoned Brian McKnight, abandoned his original family. Because a lot of times people do that. And it's not just men. Women will do it too. Women will choose a man over their children. They won't believe their children over what a man says to them. But in my case, it was my dad. My dad remarried. And I talk about this extensively in my first book. So this is why I say all the time, my first book is not just my coming out journey. There's so many layers to that first book. And one of the things was my father took me off of his life insurance. Wow. Really? And I'm an only child. I am his only child. He took me off of his life insurance at the time. He took me off of his house because he was trying to satisfy and please this woman. Because her words to him were, if something happens to you, I won't get anything. And so in an effort to appease her, he took me off of everything. My father told me a story, and I completely forgot about this. Go ahead, but you remember it now. I remember it now because when I moved to yes. Yes, they are. And they're on Audible if you're not a reader. I'll read it to you. But when my father and I when I was moving to Atlanta, when I first graduated from college, I was moving here. He had to remind me of a story that I had suppressed. And this is how beautiful your mind is. Your mind will protect you from things. Your mind will protect you from trauma. And so I guess I compartmentalized the story. I threw it away. But he said that when I was in high school, I had a hoopty. And you that hoopty down, bitch. No. You got a 60 Jeep and a 60 BMW. BMW. Bitch, I only got a 2026, bitch. BMW. Bitch. BMW. The ultimate driving. The ultimate driving. Yes, it is. I had told you that before. Everybody has a Mercedes. That's right. There is no car that holds the road. Because I got to picture you if they don't got. That's right. That's right. Oh, baby girl, Craig said I'm having my order. Ours is nice. You ain't supposed to see that on the road. So, far and few, Mom. Where was I? What was I saying? You were starting to go wrong. You were starting to go wrong. It's okay, start with the friend. Well, I don't even, where was I in the story? Oh yeah, so when we were coming to Atlanta, he said to me, because he and his ex-wife were on their way on the outs. And so he and I were coming to Atlanta. I was moving to Atlanta. This is in 1998. And he said to me, I remember you called me one day. I had a little hoopty when I was in high school. He said, I remember you called me one day. He said, you had got a flat. He said, you caught a flat tire. And he said, you called and said, Dad, I caught a flat tire. I need you to come help me with my car. He said, I was on my way. He said, Craig, I'm on my way. He said, he got up, his shoes on, went to grab his keys. And his wife at the time, his wife at the time stopped him and said, where you going? He said, Craig got a flat. He's down on Belvedere. I'm going to help Craig. She said, well, I need to go to the grocery store. He never came, bitch. He never came. And I'm looking at him like, I don't remember this story. Because again, your mind is beautiful. Your mind is complex. My mind had compartmentalized that thing to protect me, and it put it away somewhere where I would forget it. And he said to me, we were driving to Atlanta, I'll never forget this. And he got emotional. He started tearing up, and he hit the steering wheel. He said, I was on my way, Craig.
What you looking for?
And I said, well, what happened? Because I really didn't remember. And he said, you called one of my mom's girlfriends. I called one of her girlfriend's husband and said, hey, I'm stuck on Belvedere. I got a flat tire. And he sent this AAA to help me. He said, I was on my way to get you. And he said, I ended up not coming to get you. But that was one of the things. Like I said, he took me off his life insurance. He took me off of his home. Well, all of that stuff has been reinstated now that they're divorced. But the point is, this is a cautionary tale. Like, Your children should be your priority. I don't give a fuck about any relationship you're in. And so that fractured my relationship with my dad. And even though he's always been in my life, like I talk to him all the time, you know what I mean? Like we stay in touch. And when I go home, like when we went home and did the Baltimore and DC show, I stayed at my dad's house while we were in Baltimore. So we are in touch. But it fractured our relationship. And I am consistently, to this day, I'm consistently trying to challenge myself to get back to that place with my dad. Because what I realized, I was hurt. And what I did not realize was, subconsciously, I cut him out of every important detail in my life. Like, for years, I never told him that I was gay. Wait a minute, he didn't know? I didn't invite him to my stage play that I did. He didn't know you were homosexual? What about other men you've been with? I've been with that many. If you've been with 5, bitch, I've been with 2. If you've been with 5, bitch, I've been with 2. Well, it's a wonderful thing. Well, Craig, well, yeah. I want to bring that up because I know that, and I know I might get some slack for this, but I know that we always talk about, like, you know, how men are usually conditioned, or how they have this mentality of, you know what, I'm just going to dump everything on my. I like the word dump. Ooh. Well, you know, dump everything on my ex, yeah, my baby mama. But because my grandfather had, you know, he wasn't. My grandfather passed away. Yeah. And when he passed away, he wasn't with my grandmother. I was called, quote unquote, my step grandmother. Yeah. But yeah.
Tell me where you are so I can show you what an ass whooping sounds like. Hello? Hello?
Next time you come by, you got a bottle of ice for me.
Ah, nuts.
The girls I've got now are holy hot, but they just can't say no to me.
Ah, nuts.
How you doing? Someday, I feel like I'm living in paradise, you know what I'm saying? That's gibberish and balderdash. Hey, girl. Hey. Oh, I wish there was more time. You stole me a drink. Hell yeah.
Ah, here they are.
Hey, I'm so glad you came. So, I presume you've read some of the bad press we are getting, or heard the news.
Yes, it's a real problem, and we've got the best security in the city.
Which is why it's a setup.
Indeed, it's a setup, madam. My team and I are doing our best, but we have to be vigilant. You don't want any problematic negativity. Follow me. You know what's happening, right? The Duggins are paying people to start fights. Been happening all week, and social media is starting to take notice. Looks clear over here. Let's head over to the main floor. Disorderly conduct blemishes our reputation, and we pride ourselves on our reputation, and it could put us out of business entirely. You see that? Those are the hillbillies on the Duggins payroll. Calm them down. Stop this trouble. He's taking the competition car. Let's go.
Here we are at the casino. Yeah. Let's get a shot of the bikes. You okay?
Take those bikes. Go after
Wait,
him.
what's up with this?
Don't worry about it. Here, valets. Get him inside. Come on. Come on.
thing was that my step grandmother was the one that was taking care of my grandfather at his old age.
At that time, yeah.
Right. So the fact that he was taking care of my grandfather at his old age, all of basically his livelihood was in her hands.
Yeah.
So do you think that because of the fact that your father had his livelihood or his life in his new wife's hands, do you think that's why he accommodated to his ex-wife so much?
Well, no, because at that point, my father wasn't in any type of grave health condition.
Oh.
And I remember saying to him, she may not always be your wife, but I will always be your son. And I said, and one day, the tables may turn. And to this day, my father is asking me to buy him a car. Now, and again, going back to what I was saying a moment ago, I make every effort to be there for my dad and to make sure that I'm not holding on to those feelings of what happened. Because again, I was in undergrad. I'm 49. I'm 49. But this was happening when I was like 22, 20, you know what I mean? So this is years ago. And I believe, again, forgiveness is not about the other person. It's really about for you, so that you're not carrying that, holding that, right? So I make every effort to be there and to show up for my dad. Whenever I go home, I take him out to dinner, we go hang out, we do stuff. I've invited him to take trips, but my dad is afraid to fly, so we don't take trips. But his birthday was in January. I bought him a washer and dryer because he needed one. I paid his mortgage in December as a Christmas gift. So I try to show up for him, but it is hard. I have to tell you that I make every concerted effort to try to move past what I feel he did to me when he was in that marriage. You know what I'm saying? But I think sometimes parents lose sight because they're so excited or anxious or desperate to be in whatever relationship they're in currently that they sometimes forget their children.
Because the only reason I asked that was because, like I said, my father, he ended up getting and it wasn't like he got a new wife when he was still like 30-something.
Mm-hmm.
Like when the time he got a new wife was about when he was about like in his 40s, close to his 50s. And so my dad was always loved his kids and everything. But his current wife would treat him a certain way. Like it got to an extent where my grandfather, there would be times where she wouldn't even feed my grandfather.
Oh wow.
And my grandfather ended up becoming like blind and he needed medical assistance. He ended up passing away maybe about I think about like 3-4 years ago. But it was because she was always it almost felt like she was keeping some sort, I don't know why.
She was carrying a vendetta. Obviously something
felt
happened.
like she was keeping a vendetta against him. Yeah. And so there would be times where she would feed him, where she would act like
there was a pain there. Something was there and she was retaliating.
Yeah, and so that's why I asked, because just because I see my grandfather went through that, I'm not sure if your father went through that. That's my point.
Well, it's interesting that you asked that because literally yesterday, I sent him a text. Because again, I have to make a concerted effort to pick up the phone and call him and say, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Send him a text message. Bitch, you need some water.
Yeah, because I'm not going to lie, I'm drunk.
What we going to eat? We got
I ain't going to lie.
We're going to eat some more? What we doing?
I ain't going to lie, I'm drunk.
What we doing? We about to eat something? Okay. Where you going? You about to find see if we can get some more food? Yeah. Yeah. He writes you random stuff on social media instead of picking up the phone.
You there? Because before I talked to the
right. So here's the thing. Miss Mary. That's a. Please take me a hot dog. Hello, Miss Mary. Thank you for a hot dog. Oh my God. Oh my God. What Chi was saying was, he and his. I'm sorry, Miss. Yeah, you can go to the. Chi was saying he and his father, their relationship is kind of fragmented, and his father reaches out to him on TikTok or social media. I just read a TikTok the other day. He wrote me and said, my sister don't think get together for Fourth of July. Instead of him saying, it was the way that he wrote me. It was you didn't get. I didn't get an invitation. Right. I mean, you were just letting you know. He was just letting you know. We good on this side. Right. So I was asking, like, what should I do at 37 years old? Because I do want to relationship with my dad, but everybody on his side, I'm going to know. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I mean, for me, and my dad is probably going to see this because he watches my channel now. And these are things that I've talked to him about before, ever talking about this on the live stream. But for me, it's about my own healing first. Right. For me, it's about my own healing first. And so, like I said to him, these are the things that happen because, like, my dad, in some instances, were like, "Well, that never happened." I'm like, "No, this is what happened. You may have suppressed it, but this is what happened." So I just felt. Why y'all just don't call Miss Mary on the phone? Call her phone. This bitch come from shit, she laughed. This bitch, he said, "Mama, maybe a more hot dog." You trying to call her, but she ain't replying. Somebody tell you sit here and drink all the goddamn. Rick, fuck you that. No, she so damn. I think her school is so damn. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. We trying to get Miss Mary on the phone. I apologize. Go ahead, Fred, because they just interrupted. It really is about your own healing and your own boundaries, like somebody just said in the comments. And so for me, I had to say these things because, in fact, it was the day that we had our show in D.C. about a week ago. I called my dad because, again, I make a concerted effort to. Yeah. Okay, ravioli is fine. Okay, she said ravioli. Okay, Mama, hang on. I do make a concerted effort to call my dad, to spend time with him, talk to him, because it doesn't come natural to me, and it doesn't come natural to me only because of the trauma that I've experienced with interacting with him. And I've always wanted to be a dad. I think I would be a great dad, but I'm afraid of.
I want to talk to you about the mindfulness and exercise director's position.
Not right now. I'm kind of busy.
Oh, you're too busy to discuss health and well-being?
Call guest services, sir. Make an appointment.
Very amusing. Do I look like I make appointments, bro? I am the appointment!
Anyway, thank you. Again, I hope I don't have to ask for your further assistance, but I fear I shall.
Have you ever heard of some street gang called the Vagos? Well, I never had until they stole one of our guests' favorite cars. We know where it is, but the owner doesn't want the police involved. Could you get it back in one piece?
Bringing children into the world, because I think that it's nearly impossible to not expose your children to some sort of content. Even if you have the best intentions. And so there are certain things that I write about the story. And I said to me, like you're in a big city, and I was walking from, I was leaving outside, walking the grass, and I called my dad. Like I said, I stayed with him to get the Baltimore show. But when I called him, he said something to the effect of, I sent you $40,000 on a credit card to pay for your education at Hampton. And I'm like, you never sent me $40,000 for my education. My mother pays for my tuition. And what she didn't pay for, I took out a student loan. I was like, so what are you talking about? I was like, so please stop saying that. And if you're telling people this, please stop telling people that, because that never happened. It's almost like my father reimagines certain things so that he doesn't look or feel so bad, based on what actually happened. And I'm just like, no, that's not what happened. Like, you took me off your life, you took me off your home. You did all these things. You chose. And then here's the other thing, and I talk about this in my first book. Every Christmas, she would literally get everybody in the room Christmas gifts except me, his ex-wife. She would get everybody in the room. Christmas gifts except me. And she would pass the gifts over me. Pray, pass this to your grandmother. Pass this to your dad. She would do that. And my father sat there and watched this shit happen. You know what I mean? But this is the same person that is now saying to me, can you buy me a car? I think you need to say to him exactly how you feel. But Fred, I done said that 100,000 times. I think you should say to him exactly what you said to me. I feel like if you didn't invite me, you're not including me in this, but you're letting me know what's happening. I need you to step up. But I think it's also important for you to understand that some people just don't have the capacity. Some people don't have the capacity. And so he may not be able to meet you where you are. He may not have the EQ, the emotional quotient. I'm tired of having emotional. Well, then you need to separate.
Hey, how's it going? It's going great. I'm just gaming, eating some candy.
You know what I'm saying? When Father's Day comes,
hanging out with y'all.
Why be other days? But when I see other people giggling,
how are you?
Yeah, I'm like, well, damn. Like, if I'm that person, that I can't. And then I reach out, and then I try, and people when I
this reminds me of rock candy.
But it doesn't always have anything to do with you, right? And so sometimes it has nothing to do with you, and it has everything to do with them. And so I think that you have to protect yourself, protect your space at all costs. And if that means, distancing yourself from him, then that's what it means.
Yeah, because I'm going to let you read the message.
Okay.
Read it, but
if that's what it means, that's what it means, He follows you on all of your socials. Every social I got, he follows. Let's have it. Yeah. I just made a TikTok the other day, and just the first message, you waved at me first. Right. And I put, hey, sir. Right. That's all, sir. Right. Right. Hey, sir. And his name Pop, so I call him Pop. I don't ever say Dad. Right. Or I can call you by your real name. Right. So you call him Pop,
Well done. Let's never
Yes,
speak
sir.
about this again.
That's what
I'm
we
just
at.
going to delete my phone
Right.
records.
But you follow me on every social media. Right. And then you wrote me, like, when I made my TikTok, you waved it. And then when I take my TikTok, that day you have a message. I really said something like that. They say you just pick up the phone, you got my phone number. It ain't been the same. But no, I think that it's important that, like, my thing is, and I'm writing a new book. And I'm really writing about what's the biggest purpose in for us being here on the planet. Like, why are we here on the planet? Like, why? Like, if there are 8 billion people in the world, why are our souls connected to the souls that we're connected to? You understand what I'm saying? Like, your family, your friends, whatever. Like, why are you connected to the souls and the spirits that you're connected to? Whether it's your family, whether it's the friends or the people that you work with. Because there are 8 billion people in the world. So the bigger question is it that your soul is connected to certain souls because there was some sort of spiritual soul connection or contract that you had in a previous life and you agreed to come to this life to do this work? Like, with certain people, sometimes history repeats itself with family. Yeah. When you go to talking about people's family and you go to realizing that, see, my mama and T.S. grandmother and her great grandmother used to work together. Yeah. Your mother and my mom. I know. And her. And her great her grandmother. Mary's mama. Yeah, Miss Mary's mother. Miss Mary's mama's mama. My mama. And his mom. My grandma Annie Mae and my grandma Mildred. Mildred is my mother's mom. Yeah. They used to work my mom. And Annie Mae is my mother's mom. They worked in Purdue Medical Center. Yeah. But my mom was the younger generation other than. And you know how we often say, the world is small, it's 6 degrees separation. I often think that it's less than 6 degrees separation. But I think that perhaps there's a reason that her grandmother and your mom were connected. Because again, their spirits, their soul must have had themselves an arrangement in a previous life so that when they come here, they deal with the training and the bag. They put you all in some sort of a coalition. Amen. The ultimate. Correct. Correct. Ultimate. Correct. You know what I'm saying? So. Listen. It's my dick so hard. What? Why are you so hard? I don't know. I did. What kind of pill you take? Oh, girl, that's my daughter. You took a what? What's the pill? I didn't take anything but blood pressure drugs. But the blood pressure somewhere else. It's right. Go ahead now. Go ahead. Let's talk about something else. Oh, wow, let's talk about straw. Yeah, oh, so good. Girl, I will never know. But I don't want to grow up with some of the same stuff. It's very good. I really like straw. Taraji's an actress. Taraji's an actress, bitch. Yeah, she's a good actress. Taraji's an actress. Yeah. Bitch, when I tell you, my mama sat up last night and she was looking at that TV. Bitch, I had went to sleep. I watched it during the day. But my mama was sitting up. So I came home from the bus. I just came home from the bus in the middle of the night. Yeah. And my mother was up. That I put on straw because they was sitting up. Well, I've been hearing that straw is very good. But I have resolved that you all will not entice me to watch this stuff. Because you all will tell me that the stuff is good, and I'll watch for about 10 or 12 minutes, and I realize it's the same old thing all over again. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I would think it. Okay. If you and your mama had, struggles or things like that coming up, and you was coming up with your mama, sometimes by your mama still being the Natalia, she's raising Natalia. So y'all both y'all raised. Well, my mother was 32 when she had me. She wasn't 16.
Well, my mother was 15 when she had me. My mother was a single mother at 15 when she had me. She explored. She explored out with my dad.
So that's how I feel like. What I'm saying is,
My mother and my dad explored as kids. They were kids. They were kid parents. My mother had me when she was 15. I'm 15 years old. My mother's 15 years older than me. I'm 40. I'll be 48. My mother's 63. I grew up with my mom, and I appreciate my mother for being. Oh, but you got 17,000 people watching that.
bitch, go ahead.
I appreciate my mother for being a young mother because I'm able to grow up with my mom and I'm able to go through all the life's journey with my mother. Yeah. I'm glad. I told my mother the other day. I said, "Mommy, I appreciate you for having me young because I'm able to grow up with you. I'm able to learn who you are. I'm able to know who you are. I'm able to. You're not only my mother, you're my sister, and you're able to watch." And I asked my mom the other day, I said, "Mommy, when you watch me in the world and you see me, that you birthed me and you watch me from a distance and you be like, that's mine." I said, "Do you look at me?" And when I had the opportunity to sit down with the Beyonce's mom, Tina, my girlfriend, because those are my girlfriends.
Like Tyler.
My girlfriend.
And Rachel.
My girlfriend. When I was able to sit down with my girlfriend, Miss Tina knows. I said, "Miss Tina, my mother very much so." I swear to God. I said, my mother. I said, "Miss Tina, when you watch Beyonce and you sit up there and you watch Beyonce with the reverence that you watch her, you're not only watching her as a mother, you're watching her as an artist.
Yeah, a star.
You're watching her as a star.
Yeah.
And you're watching her as a product. Like, I birthed that.
I reared her.
This is an extension of me.
That's right. That's right.
And my mother looks at me with those same eyes.
Mm-hmm.
When I see my mother look at me on television, my mother watched me on the Temple Hall show, and I'm inebriated right now. There's no shame.
You ain't the only one.
I know, Mo. Cheers, bitch. I'm inebriated right now. But my mother watched me on the Temple Hall show, and my mother was crying. There was tears. I just watched her roll tears out of her eyes or whatever. And my mother said to me, she said, "Shut up."
She said that to you.
She told me, "Shut up."
Uh-huh.
I'm like, "Mom, what the hell? You sit up there crying." But she said, "Shut up. You'll never understand."
That's right.
Crying, watching her. My mother cried, watching receive a proclamation.
Mm-hmm. No, that's not it.
It's right
That's
there.
over there.
That's my day, bro. Mother watches my day. My mother watches. She watches me in all. She watches the movies and television. Sometimes when my mother's watching me in movies, she watches a day. And she hears me day. She smiles today, bitch. My mother watches me in movies and television. And she watches me on shows. She watches me in these things. And my mother says to me, "Boo, I'm so proud of you."
Mm-hmm.
You guys gotta realize that I'm a faggot. A black faggot with titties at the top, dick at the bottom, whose life has been spoken over. The faggots will never achieve anything. I get the opportunity to take care of my mother. I get the opportunity to give my mother a great life. I get the opportunity to give my mother a motherfucking expensive power chair if she needed.
That's right.
Whatever she needs, I get the opportunity to give that to my mother. And that's why. And for those of you hoes that don't understand why I'm hard on my, and y'all talking about kids about business, but my mama's a grown ass woman. Bitch, for you hoes that don't understand that, you can suck my dick from the back. For those of you that don't get it and don't understand it, bitch, My mama could have motherfucking been one of those mamas out there in the South and said, I don't even know that Zach.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's true. That's right.
I get an opportunity to take care of my mom, to give my mother in her years of whatever she's going through in her body, give my mother what years of comfort, all of that. Yeah. So y'all gotta understand, bitch, where I'm coming from when I be talking about this, that I will be the dad on national live TV about my mom.
I feel the same way about you and Miss Mary also.
I know, baby. I know you love me, Bo. I don't give a fuck what they say. I know you love me, and I know she loves me before. I know that. Even my straight niggas that's around me that'll stalk you whole time, bitch. Go and take his picture.
I don't even hit women, but for that,
I'll be like, no hands on the time. Most of the time, goddamn, I'm the one in the wig.
Yeah. Don't know. They don't know. They're gonna always assume that they pick up. They're gonna always assume they're supposed to pick it up.
And my mama said, bitch, if she ever had to roll up on the alien, she whooped the alien's ass on live TV. My mama said that. She said, move to the side. Since that bitch a woman and I know she a real woman, I whoop that bitch ass on live TV. So alien, watch out for any wheelchairs in your vicinity. Okay. My mama said she'll whoop your ass on live TV. Pussy nigga. That came from Miss Mary. My mama's the Aries.
Thank you. Good Lord.
You shoot those Texas cocksnots.
Yeah. Chichi, I want to say that I want to breathe this to your spirit
We have to end
so that
this,
you can
or we
feel
really will be
this.
sitting on a pile of rubble.
These people out there have watched these people
Whatever we
dox
need to
me.
do. So
They
sorry
watched
about
these
all
people
this.
post my address.
Brought some champagne.
They watched these people with dog whistle to men to hurt me. They watched this and then they found all types of excuses for their attack. And they found all type of vitriol for my response. If you got to take a bitch head off, take a bitch motherfucking head off. Because you are a punk. You are a punk. What is it? I am a trainee. Your life means this to them. They will find an excuse to hurt you. They will find an excuse for a motherfucker to put hands, feet, and toes on you. They will find an excuse. They will always find it in the way. Because, bitch, as much as they done seen me cuss the bitch out, they talk about I'm a grown man speaking to a woman. But, bitch, they didn't never hold that woman accountable for the fuck shit that she said and did to me. So if you got to stomp a bitch out, put your big foot on that bitch neck. I want you to know that. And I'm coming down there and bud you out. I'm coming out there to get you. I'm coming to pick you up. And that goes for those homophobic and transphobic faggots that you may get into it with. Those gay niggas that be over there with that bullshit that always find themselves wrapped up in, well, I'm on the side of this. Right. When they don't understand that you are just a she away. Craig, do you know you are a she away? That's right. Because they see us all the same. They don't give a fuck about all of that.
That's why I was thinking. You feel me? Yeah. You know, y'all talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
My thing is, she's not, but she's different. Even if she feel all that out, if she go home, if she got 4 motherfucking box sets up there, she's a woman at the end of the day. She just her life as a woman.
Female.
A female. You feel what I'm saying?
You know what this is connected to? All females are not anti-trans, and they're not anti-LGBT. Right. They're females who have had a great awakening. See, there are females out there who are stuck in their box, and then there are females that have had the great awakening to see. And I'm trying my best in this moment to lean more into my girls that support me, to lean more into my girls that fuck with me. Even though that the small percentage are very loud, I'm trying my best to lean into my girls that fuck with me the long way, that know I got their back and they got mine. Because I got females on my line to tell me if I need a bitch ass whoop, they got a pussy bitch, it's nothing. Call me, bitch, I do it on the sprint.
I wish a lot of people would adopt the mindset of not trying to judge people like in advance. I wish.
No, I don't.
This might be because I'm drunk, but I'm going to say this. I would say that you should really judge people on their character and the type of person that they are, instead of trying to judge people on other factors. Because when you judge, because there are a lot of people that you may not agree with on certain topics or certain situations. But because of the fact that they're genuinely good people, they're genuinely
Girl, what are we
people
doing?
that are actually looking out for the best of everybody and not just
triangle
being like specific. Those are the people that you should really come into trying to associate yourself with. Because when you're looking at people and you're trying to become more inclusive, that's the best. Yeah, I just realized that.
I put it up there. Yeah, I put show coming.
No. No, I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this in the corner. I'm talking about this in the corner.
Yeah. She hit the top where button is on.
Oh,
so that's what that is. Okay, yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Yes, I like it. I want to extend my gratitude for Nene for having me on her show. I had a great time on Nene's show, and when it comes around for Nene to be on the Outlaws podcast, I want to extend that great to come over here. Listen, I'm not upset with her about her music. Nene is almost a 60-year-old, a beautiful 60-year-old woman. You know what I'm saying? That has been indoctrinated into a lot of thinking, and so this takes a lot of unlearning. Yeah. I love that we were able to sit down and we were able to have a good conversation and laugh.
Yeah.
Even though that he was what he was, but I mean, y'all, he was an educational conversation.
Yeah, but
right, and I think
it was a pussy ass friend though. It was a pussy ass friend that that has a chip on her shoulder towards me. Yeah. We talking about the one that she saw. That got her big nuts crossed on me and feel a way about me. You know what I'm saying? It's her pussy ass friend who I will sit down and have a conversation with and be like, let's talk.
But I don't think a lot of people are allowed. Even though she's with it, if you didn't have a conversation, how they go? Are they allowed?
No, it's not, because she's gonna come with insults and all that.
But I think that no matter what happens in the moment, I think that conversation allows for moments for people who may have seen themselves, gay men, straight women, they saw themselves in that conversation, and I think that conversation allows them to see maybe their own transphobia. Because like I've said on here before, I didn't, this is all before I knew her, I didn't realize there was transphobic of me. And I don't go to clubs now, but like when I was in like 20, I used to go to the bars and shit like that. I didn't know that it was transphobic to just not involve or engage trans women. I didn't have conversation. I didn't really look at them because I didn't want them to think that you didn't even. What was that? This is Chi Chi. Right, so this is Madison was your first experience.
But the difference between me and Daddy is
that
I grew up around, I want to say trans. I grew up around people that culture or people that doubt.
Right.
And when I met her, this was just a different type of, because she was already her own person.
Right.
She already knew what she was doing.
Right.
She already was her. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
these up, it was just like, oh, okay. It's like, so that's why I have more. I look at trends. Like when my mother had homegirls came around, she only had a group of like a group of friends. But I'm out every time she introduces me. That's my auntie. You feel what I'm saying? That's respect. So when I see other trans girls, even though I'm not attracted to trans girls, I feel she's somebody nasty or
correct.
Somebody. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. So like, she wasn't the first trans person that I had experienced or been friends with. Jasmine Bonet was. I had written a play. There was a trans character in the play. Jasmine taught me a lot. But I learned the most from her because Jasmine and I didn't really talk about the parts. We didn't talk about, I'm trans, I still have my piece, I love my piece, Like Jasmine and I didn't talk about any of that. What I'm saying is, I didn't recognize it was transphobic for me to go to clubs and stuff like that and not engage trans women. Like if I was in there and I was talking to other gay men, sure, but I didn't really engage with them. Not because I had an issue with them, but because I didn't think that I could really relate to them. And so I think that in and of itself is transphobic. And I didn't learn that until we started doing this show. This is very early in the beginning, some of you may remember. But I was just like, I didn't realize that it was transphobic to just exclude people. You understand? But see, I thought transphobia was
You hate them or
hating them, or you know that's a man, or being violent towards them. I thought that's what transphobia was. But
can I was going to say one thing. So I know a lot of people like to think that I'm green or, I'm very like oblivious to the fact. But the truth is, that's why I walk around with, and this is my mentality when it comes to a lot of things. You have to, I would rather be wrong than for me coming to you, prejudging you on what society has me thinking.
Right.
So that's why I go into a lot of situations. So it doesn't matter the situation, but I go in there with it. You have to prove to me that you aren't a reliable person or you're not a good person.
Right.
I'm going to go into any situation thinking, hey, you know what? You're a decent person until you prove me wrong.
Right. But even though I was right, it's sort of happening.
Well,
right. So even though I was never aggressive, to trans people. So I thought that's what transphobia was. I thought you had to be aggressive towards trans people, but I didn't realize excluding them is transphobia. Right. It's no different than racism. When white people exclude us from certain communities or certain involvements, certain, whatever. That's the same thing. You know what I mean? So it wasn't until we started doing fact talk, I'm just like, so that was transphobic. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Even me, I have been a part of some transphobic conversations where I've read other trans girls that were reading me. But listen to me, I gotta get this out. I've been trying to get better. I've been trying not to go low and then go with lower. Come on, should you help me?
My personal thing is, bitches say what the fuck they want to say about people. At least want to talk to you.
Yeah.
But how you say? No, you.
Well, it is the one.
But listen, I know the truth is that she is and you do.
No, it's because I have a bigger platform.
I don't give a fuck. That's just not right. You can't punch me in my face and then I'm gonna be my motherfucking non-nigga.
And because my platform is bigger, I shouldn't say that.
I'm gonna be my motherfucking non-nigga and you go motherfucking big toe out. Yeah. No, bitch, you just get me in my eyelash. Now you just the toe.
So you feel it's eye for an eye.
I
will say this to y'all and to the people out there watching. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying. But I'm trying not to go with. I'm trying not. When they go low, I'm trying not to go to hell. I'm trying to go to that place before you go under the ground. I'm trying to go to the pavement. But I'm trying to get better.
Go to the grave site.
I'm trying to get better. I'm trying. I'm trying.
Yeah.
It's been weeks of people reading me. I haven't even responded.
Yeah.
I just feel like, when you got time, when you get another free time, and you say something you don't like, I feel like what you get for putting them girl pictures together and going on their profile.
I'm not doing it no more. They said, I'm not doing no more. You're not allowed. I got demonetized on Facebook.
When you put the people
yeah, because they were saying that I was really using whatever, so I'm not doing it anymore. I will be hitting y'all hoes on Twitter.
Right.
Thank you, ho.
I sure do.
I will be hitting you bitches on Twitter.
Thank you.
Because I don't give a fuck about monetization on Twitter. I'll be hitting you bitches on Twitter. So that you're not allowed to be commenting on Twitter. It will not be commented on Facebook. It will not be commented on Instagram. It will only be commented on Twitter. I'm not picking this on my motherfucking point. Because I make a nasty bag on Instagram. I mean, a nasty bag on Facebook. And stuff. I'm not letting y'all mention my coin no more. So I'm not doing it. I'm not doing no more. You're not allowed on Facebook. I'm not doing it. It's just not happening. Say what you want. Suck my dick. Suck my brother did. Suck Greg did. And she did.
Bitch, I'm not fucking with y'all hoes up there. Y'all not bitch. That shit pay my mortgage, okay? What you don't understand is what you were. You were having mastered the art of making social media work for y'all. That's right. I have. And we reading you bitches to the earth. My baby. And most of y'all hoes on my page, I'm not doing that no more. You got it. You got it, bro. Right. I think right. So, look, I don't think we finished the whole, because Tyler responded about this whole thing about straw. So, Tyler Perry responds to claims his films exploit black women's struggles. That's my grandma. I believe he Right. Language shapes culture. It's so important to be inclusive in language. Excellent point, Greg. It's about learning and growing. I think that's what I'm trying to see. Okay, did it now. Thank you, the baby. The baby. You got the but yeah, he basically responded because there were a lot of people who said, Greg, get off my motherfucking collar, bitch. Oh, you didn't say that? I didn't say anything. Okay, just be correct. Some women in his life. And that's wrong. I think people as a whole have to realize that. And every period. Yes. I think they would think that he kind of seen as a more experience. Right. Wow. They say you fucking that glizzy up. They say you fucking that glizzy up, man. No. Well. I can't see, but go ahead. Well, I mean, just like people hold up to a standard over here, bad phone. I think that it is incumbent upon us to also hold. I'm here, Craig. I'm here now. I mean, we're not going to talk about what we're talking about for the camera stuff. I mean, we're not going to talk about that, but, I mean, I'm here now, so what's up, Craig? We need 30 seconds more, please. 30 seconds. You sure? I'm ready. I need to make sure.
Never stop being cool. Hello there. I'm looking forward to learning my lines and exercising.
Sorry about that.
No. That lady, that man got too much money. To be like, certain things happen in the productions.
Get out of my motherfucking dog.
Okay. That's all I'm gonna say.
I just want you to get out of my motherfucking dog.
That's all I'm gonna say.
And for the pussy asshole out there that's gonna say she switched her picture because she gave him a job. She did. And then the asshole that's gonna say she gave her a job because he gave her a whatever. She did. Get out of my pocketbook, bitch. You said it like the motherfucking pocketbook, bitch. Get out of my pocketbook. Motherfucking way, bitch. And I'm supposed to Tyler Perry the long motherfucking way. When I text my dog texts me back. I don't give a fuck what he is. When I text my dog texts me back. When I call my dog we talking about a multi-billionaire person that is busy making motherfucking film, motion picture, series, and all that picks up the phone when I call. So all the extra shit I did, get out my motherfucking line, bitch. Get off my motherfucking line, bitch. And it ain't the fact that I can be bald, it's the fact that I can be tall. I've been over there and my motherfucking friend said, bitch, come do this work. You talking about this, you talking all this shit, come do this work.
Well, you know, he saw, I'm calling her a trainee.
And he did see us calling her a trainee.
I'm sure he's seen her.
He did see us calling her a trainee. And he said, you called me back, I said, I did. I'm afraid I did say that.
I'm like,
no, I did. I didn't listen to nobody but me.
jumping down like that lady did.
Then I don't need 30 seconds. Then I don't need 30 seconds. Then I don't need 30 seconds. I don't need 30 seconds. I said that lady in the car. That plastic girl. I'm gonna do better. I really got some shit full. My motherfucker got that ladder. I need 30 seconds. Thanks, girl.
Okay, girl.
Thanks.
Anything come from me?
Nothing came for you, bitch. I done fixed that mailbox, so I know it done been missed, bitch. I done fixed that mailbox, bitch, so I know it done been missed.
Oh, nothing came from me.
Oh my God. I think y'all need to.
Somebody asked the question, does my relationship with Tyler Perry interfere with come on? Somebody asked the question.
Your relationship with Monique.
I know. No, it does not. Because Monique, that's Monique's experience with Tyler Perry. I have my experience with Tyler Perry. And so we have different experiences with Tyler Perry. And Monique actually told me, Monique actually gave me lessons in me playing Dega on Beauty and Black.
Yeah.
She actually gave me lessons. I asked her, I said, Monique, how do I make the character be believable? She said, if you believe it, then it's real. Go back and go back, rehearse, do it and believe it. And when you believe it, then that character is real. And then after I did that or whatever, they gave me the job. So no, I haven't had any. Monique was very much so. And I called Monique when I got the offer. So that I wanted her to know as my friend, as her being my friend, I want her to know that I got an offer from Tyler Perry. So I called Monique and told her that I got a job offer from Tyler Perry.
Okay.
And that's good to hear because you see a lot of people when if you tell them something like that, then they
well, because Monique really doesn't have a she doesn't have an issue with Tyler Perry. She just wants what she thinks is good for her.
Well, that's an issue.
Okay.
Because girl, if you owe me money, well, I can't say
it's not about
he
her.
doesn't owe her money. I can't
well,
say
that's not what
she feels like he owes her money.
Yes, she does feel away.
Because she feels like he stopped her career.
Yes,
but not literally owes her money in the sense of I didn't pay you for something.
Correct.
Like I get
and
that.
And so because of that, she says, I'm not going to hinder anything that he has going on, whatever. You know, and
but I don't know if she did.
She told me, she said, yes, Madison, I want you to go and I want you to kill this performance. I want you to do this. She said, if you need me to help you with any acting, whatever, I will do that for you. But she said, I want you to go do this job. And I said, okay. And I got the job. And I told her, I said, I want you to know, because I'm a real friend. I'm a real ass motherfucking friend. And regardless of whatever you people think about me or whatever, I'm very much something based on drugs and as my friend, you tell me to go get my coin, then that's what we're going to do. Or my friend be like, hey, you know, I'm going to have an issue with that. I'm going to be like, well, listen, there's something that I may not be able to do because of the relationship that I have with X, Y, and Z.
But if they're your real friend, though, they won't try to hold that against you. A real friend wouldn't, and the fact that Monique wouldn't hold that against you really shows the type of person she is.
Monique was like, bitch, if you need me to help you with this, coach you through this, I will do this. Right. That's what she told me. I love Monique.
Because there are a lot of people out there that they'll see you like going up, and then they'll be trying to find a way.
Well, that's not your friend.
Right.
That's right. It's not your friend. Listen, I celebrate my bitch having a 2026 BMW motherfucking drop top. That was ordered, bitch. There was 3 custom orders, bitch, and was shipped to Germany. Know the difference, bitch. Great dude. Should have been in 2026. I'm going to put a 206. They don't, and they will not. And it only has, it just reached 10,000 miles. Right. It just got 10,000 miles. Because I'm always swept away in the next one. I ain't out of town.
You're out of town a lot.
I don't drive myself, even when I'm home. Wait, that is
funny. We could have picked that up. I take that down. I have the photo. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. So yeah, niggas still here. What's that?
Basically, this is the first picture on the left.
Yeah.
Is
a lesbian relationship.
A lesbian relationship, but the woman in the tank top is the woman that's pregnant right now in the other video. I mean, the other picture.
So she cheated with a man and got pregnant. I'm trying to tell y'all all the time, it's something about them souls. It's only so much that rubber gonna do. Take the rubber off. Take the rubber off. It's only so much that rubber gonna do. I'm sorry, y'all. Hello? Take that rubber off. So the studs like take that rubber off. Someone wanted to know if you does the you were with Bob for so long. You said what? Someone in the comments said, is that the stud that you were with?
No, the stud I was with was the bank. She wasn't as dark as that.
Has she reached out to you since?
No. I was in my 20s.
Oh, so that was a long time ago. You can only eat motherfucking vegetables for so long. Then give me the meat. That's just it.
Nah, I was in my 20s with that.
Oh, that's just like me understanding I don't have a pussy. A man can only long dick you for so much. A man that's used to getting the box. And I know y'all gonna feel some type of way about this shit I'm getting ready to say. But a man that's used to getting box, and he come over here, he have a situation with me. I'm not really dating him because he get no box. Because I don't have a motherfucking box. I have a cube.
But can he handle you the same way that can he handle you? Wait, Manny, look, listen. Manny, listen, look at me. Manny, look at me. Okay, he's gonna answer you. He's gonna answer you. But can he handle you like the way you have the air box?
That's it. That's all you got.
Okay, so man, if you do wait, hold on. Big niggas. So you're not going around talking about deep. Are you doing that?
I can't go deep, but that's all he got. I can't tell him to go deep, but that's all he got. What is the next thing gonna do next to me? He gonna let his balls ever put it in me? He gonna lose his balls ever go in me? That's all he got. I can't ask somebody for more than what they got. That's all he got. I gotta ask you. If you used to play the game box and you just don't use a game box, that's what it is. If you ain't a master at executing game world, if you're not a master at executing game, I understand. It's just what it is. It's only so long as you can take the rubber off. When you do some fucking wrong and the shit still good, if you want to take that rubber off, take the rubber off. That motherfucking son said take the rubber off, man.
What's up?
Give me the motherfucking soul, that bitch. The girls better get on prep. Take the rubber off. I want the soul. It's only so much dick sucking you can do. So dick all day, but that the dick done tap. Maybe I need to go in there. Go in there. Listen, it's a different feeling. It really is. I want to go inside of it. Right. You just warming me up.
Oh well.
You just warming me up. The carburetor is good. See, busting in your mouth, I want to bust in. Welcome.
All right, I'm going to bed.
I tell people, listen, I gotta dig. I say, masturbation.
Masturbation orgasm is way different from.
Not the same. I tell y'all something. Jack off and not if you completely hard.
Exactly.
Listen, I've been masturbating for the past few months. I'm gonna get some real wood this week. Oh yes.
All right, y'all. Good night. See y'all later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Since when? Since about a good March.
Since March.